Hi guys. Hello. I want to first start off by saying I am scared to death. I'm afraid that I'm going to ruin this painting. This is a big canvas, a 24 by 36 stretched canvas, and I'm trying to tempt fate twice in one day. I had an 8 by 10 pour that turned out really pretty, and I want to try to do the same thing with similar colors. I have mixed up my paints, and I wanted to go over a few of the ground rules of the paint before we get started. So the paint has been mixed with, I've got Deco satin paint, and it has only got Liquitex pouring medium in it and water, along with titanium white heavy bodied acrylic paint, and then the Deco Art. Don't ask me measurements because I just go by feel. I have white, and then I have another one that's got black flash and titanium white in it, along with Liquitex pouring medium and water, and the Deco Art satin enamels. So there's a gray and a warm white that is got the Deco Art satin enamels in it. I also have a variety of color shift paint, and they've all been mixed today, and I'll mix them again before I go, and I don't want to forget to put gloves on, but I wanted you to kind of see the consistency of the paints. So this is the enamel. It's like warm honey when it comes off of the stick. That's how all the paints are. I'm also going to be using some holographic paint in here too, to kind of fill up some, because this is a big canvas and I need about 24 to 36 ounces of paint to cover this. So I'm going to use two different cups. I've got a measuring cup here that holds 8 ounces of paint. That's not a whole lot. I'm going to fill that up, and that's going to be the end of the pour. I'm going to use bigger paints or bigger cups also, and I'm going to fill those up. They're big cups. They hold quite a bit. I'm going to go get those cups, and we're going to get started. I prepped the back of this canvas with blue painter's tape. So you can see that it's been prepped with blue painter's tape. This is an artist's canvas. So I'm going to get my cups prepared. Melly D, if you see this, I've been inspired by you, Gina, you two, to do this kind of pouring, and I've been watching you guys quite a bit, and I enjoy everything I've learned from you guys. So this is the satin enamel that I used, and this is the soft white satin enamel from Deco Art. There's no silicone in anything. Everything else, all the other paints, is a 1-to-1 ratio of the pouring medium I mix up and paint, because it takes about 2 ounces of my pouring medium mix and 2 ounces of the other flash paint to make the right consistency. And my pouring medium, I use Floetrol, and it's 2 parts Floetrol to 1 part water is how I mix my pouring medium up. So I'm going to get started with the cups. I'm going to have 2 big cups. My plan is to have 2 big cups, and then a central cup that will be my last pour, and that will be in this cup. Whoops, I got water on there. Okay, we'll get started. My husband really cleaned this room up. I'm going to be using a lot of metallics in here too. Anyway, my husband really cleaned up this room, and so now I can't stand to get it dirty because he really cleaned it up well while I was at work for a week because I'm on 7 off 7, and I came home to a completely cleaned up studio, and so now I want to keep it nice and clean. I'm going to show you the final result of that painting that I did today that turned out so well, that inspired me to risk it all and use this big canvas. This canvas was on sale. There was a 70% off sale at Joann's, so I got it for a really good deal, and so I feel like I can not feel guilty wasting this if this ends up being a disaster. So I'm hoping it's not a disaster. I'm hoping it works very well. But I'm doing all kinds of flash paints. Sorry I talk a lot. I talk a lot all the time. Ask anybody that knows me. I'm not going to use red flash. I don't really want to use red flash. But I am using some, I am going to use some of the black flash. I don't have a lot of that left. I am actually going to start with black flash, and I'm going to pour it down the sides of the cups. I haven't been on camera for a while. Sorry about that. There's no rhyme or reason. If you hear dogs barking, I've got my son's dogs for the week. He's going to Las Vegas on business, so they're with us, and we enjoy them every time they're here. Precious and Toto are their names, and I think Precious wants some attention. So I'm just painting up, or mixing up my paints here. So on the pour that I did this morning, I layered like I'm going to pour some white in. I layered like metallics in between. Doing this just a little bit differently. So I just poured in some of the satin enamel. I'm going to use a metallic now, if I can find one. This is antique gold, brushed antique gold. I really hope this turns out well. Okay, I'm going to put in some green flash. I'm going to put in some rose gold. I know these colors are bizarre, but I've used these consistencies or these colors the same in the same pour before, and they turn out really well. I'm just hoping that God's on my side. He's always on our side, isn't he? I think I forgot to put a color in there. I didn't put green in this one. That's okay. I'm going to put some of that gray. And that's the gray satin enamel, the gray that I made myself. Using the black flash, the cool or the warm white Deco Art enamel. Okay, I think I'm going to put some of this holographic paint in next. It's really pretty. Really need to get green in this one because there's no green in it. So I'm going to do that right quick so I don't forget it. All right, so that was white. Let's see. I'm putting some blue violet in. I just mixed these paints up this morning so they're nice and fresh. Okay, I've got some brushed bronze I'm going to put in there. Now I used brushed bronze on that painting this morning. No, I didn't. I used antique. I think I used antique gold in that. I think and brushed bronze actually. That's a beautiful color. This brushed bronze is. I have to clean my canvas off before I start painting. Let's see here. So I've got some purple flash here. I think that was not blue flash. I think that, yeah, it was. That was blue flash, not blue violet. So this is purple flash. I wish this color shift paint was cheaper because I absolutely love this paint. I wish I could do all of my paintings with this stuff. But it is not cheap. Okay, I'm going to put in some gold. Okay, now I want to get some more of that white in. This is more of the Deco Art white. I'll start pouring it down so it goes down down to the bottom. I'm going to do a little bit more holographic paint. We'll know in a little bit if that was a good idea to do that right after that other one. Maybe not. I'll follow that with gray. Okay, so this is the Deco Art Gray that I made. I want to use these up since I made these special, so. Okay. Let's see here. I think we're getting to have enough paint here. So I am going to do more turquoise, or the aqua flash, because this is my ultimately favorite color. Or it is my favorite color, I should say. I'm going to show you these cups before I pour them. And these containers are super cheap at Walmart. You get like 8 4-ounce containers. This is the brushed silver. You get 8 4-ounce containers for like $1.98, something like that. Really cheap, and then you can wash them and reuse them instead of wasting the plastic containers. I think it's just good for our environment. I want to do a little bit more of, see if I can't get more of this white in here. This will be the last one I pour, so that's my plan anyway. Okay, I want to show you what this cup looks like. So, if you can see what the cup looks like down there, this will be the last one I pour. And I pour on the side. I've learned that from watching the videos of other people, that you pour on the side. And that's how I'm going to do these other ones too. I need to wipe off my canvas a little bit because it got a little messy. And there is no silicone in anything. But as I found out on that other one, the Floetrol makes its own cells, so everything has Floetrol in it except for the ones that have the satin enamels, and I haven't had good luck with doing that, so with using Floetrol when I mix those up. So I just use the Liquitex for those. Alright, so I'm going to start pouring. So my plan is to do a ring pour here and a ring pour here, maybe here and here, and then move that paint around and then do another central pour. All right, so let's gonna get started. That rose gold is really pretty. Didn't want that drop to happen, but it did. That's okay. Okay, so I hope it doesn't mess up my rings too much. It shouldn't be too bad. Okay. Okay, I'm going to do another one here. let that sit for a little bit. Got my torch and I popped some bubbles. It doesn't seem like there's near enough for this canvas, but I know that there is. Just nervous, just really scared. Let it set for a minute and let that mix do what it's going to do for just a little bit. While we're waiting, I guess I could show you that other painting. It's drying just as pretty. Here is that painting. It's drying well, no cracks or anything. I'm very happy with it. I did another one today too, and I've used a sink strainer, and it turned it's kind of wacky. There's that one there. Okay, let's see if we can move this puppy. All right, I'm scared, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. All right, so I know that I'm supposed to always go back to the center, so I'm gonna start to tilt it this way first. Come back to center. Okay. Go over this way. Go very slowly. Come back to center. Go around the horn here. Precious is over there watching me paint. I think she's nervous for me. She's making some noises over there. Center. There's a cell that's popping out right there. It looks pretty neat. Okay. Go the other way here. I'm gonna have to close some of these. I'm very klutzy, so pardon me. I about tripped over my own feet. I think I'm going to spill paint if I don't close these up. You might want to take this opportunity to fast forward this tape. Let it come back to the center and do its thing. don't know where that black part came from, but I don't like that there. I can't really do anything about it right now, but it's okay. Might have to spread out some white. Okay. Let's see here. I should have some white somewhere. Not a lot. Let's see here. What can I? Brown. I don't know who's trying to call me, but they're going to have to wait. I'm not stopping what I'm doing. I might have to do... This might be a little wacko, but I think I'm going to have to do this. Neat. getting covered. All right. I may have underestimated the type of how much paint I needed, but those cups are only 16 ounces, so I barely had enough to cover this canvas. Still optimistic. There are some pretty spots in this painting. Look at that area right there. That's pretty neat. Okay. It's a long road, but I think it's going to be okay. Let's stretch this out a little bit. Sorry you have to look at the back of the canvas, guys. Whoopsie. Come back. I don't want to lose all of that. I'm going to end up losing it all if I'm not careful. That looks kind of neat. I think I'm gonna mix a little concoction here. This is basically just saving my ass right now. goodness. That is a big canvas. And I feel it too. You know, the spots covered is a bit of a pickle. I have paint all over me. Missing a lid. That looks crappy. And it still looks crappy. torch this yet. Well, that's it. 50 minutes, oh my goodness. So it's kind of a crazy painting. Not as good as I would like to have it turned out, but I think it'll just have to do for now, for this one. I mean, I got this canvas awfully cheap. If I have to scrape it, there's no silicone on it, so no big deal. If you like it, let me know. Let me know if I should scrape or keep. Thanks, guys. Bye.